Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. A few days ago, I shared some exciting news about Mistral's latest release, the Mistral-small 3.1 model. In my previous video, I put this model through our standard evaluation rubric consisting of 4 key tests. The harmful question detection test, which is a classification task, the named entity recognition test, which is a structured output task, the SQL code generation test, which is a code generation task, and the Retrieval augmented generation test. The results were very impressive. Mistral-small 3.1 performed exceptionally well across all these tests, beating out GPT-4o mini on the SQL code generation and matching it on the RAG and harmful question detection. GPT-4o mini did edge out on the named entity recognition test, but not by much. Today, I'm excited to share another crucial test we've completed, the vision-based retrieval augmented generation. And I have some great news to report. Mistral-small 3.1 scored an impressive 86% on this test, beating out GPT-4o mini's 84%. This is a very difficult test. I'll show you the questions. We put the model through its paces. We ask trick questions like things that are not in the image. We ask it to respond in different languages and many other things. As you can see, only 2 models to score 100% on this are Sonnet 3.7 with reasoning and O1 with reasoning, both of which are very expensive proprietary models. Mistral-small 3.1 is the only open source model to score above 80% on this test. What makes this result particularly noteworthy is that Mistral-small 3.1 didn't just beat out GPT-4o mini, it also outperformed both Pixtral 12b and Pixtral Large models. This suggests that Mistral is making significant strides with each new release, particularly in vision language capabilities. Before we continue, I would like to ask you for a favor. As you can see, we are a very new channel with a small number of subscribers. So if you enjoy our content, please consider subscribing. It costs you nothing and it helps us grow. Also, check out our website promptjudy.com. You can sign up and create your own custom evaluations, or you can look at community evaluations for a wide variety of use cases. We have published hundreds of evaluations and are releasing more every week. If there's one thing that you take away from this video, please let it be that you should be testing your own prompts with your own data to see what works best for your use case. Prompt Judy helps you do just that. Now, back to the video. Now, let's take a look at the test. For those of you who have seen this in the past, you can skip this section. But if you haven't, this is a test where we provide the model with 4 images, which are essentially snapshots of pages from 4 different PDF documents. I specifically chose these pages because they have a combination of text, tables, and charts. I chose these tables because they're not just simple tables. They have nested rows, grouped columns, and are not that simple to read. We also have a series of instructions that we give to the model. The prompt instructs the model to rely exclusively on the provided images and the context without incorporating any external knowledge or making any assumptions. It includes detailed language requirements for consistent multilingual support and a numbered citation system with specific formatting guidelines, and clear response handling protocols for both on-topic and off-topic questions. The prompt also outlines formatting requirements using Markdown, with structured responses containing properly cited answers, followed by a complete reference list. So now, let's take a look at the results. So, as I mentioned before, Mistral-small 3.1 is the only open source model to score above 80% on this test. It just made 3 small mistakes. The first mistake it made is this one. It says the performance of O1 on the MedQA USMLE 4 options dataset with zero-shot prompting is 78.2. This is actually the performance of GPT-4o, not O1, as you can see here. Mistral seems to have misinterpreted this question, and it's also including all these references which I don't think are applicable. Interestingly, the second mistake it makes is also related to the same page in the same section. This time it gets the citations correct, but it says it can't answer the question, when in reality, it does have enough information on this page to answer the question. Now, the third mistake, I think, the LLM as a judge is being a bit too harsh towards Mistral-small 3.1. It answered this question correctly, but gave a wrong page number in the citation. Now, I think this is a bit harsh because the answer is correct. But I can imagine a system where let's say you're linking this page number to an actual PDF document. It would navigate to an irrelevant page and have a poor user experience. I would have given Mistral at least a 50% here, but the LLM as a judge gave it a 0%. While I have you here, let me also show you how this compares to the 4o mini as well as the o1 models. As you can see, 4o mini has actually made more mistakes than Mistral-small 3.1. And even in this question that Mistral-small was harshly judged, the 4o mini got it much more wrong than the Mistral 3.1. It still got a 0, but I think the mistake that Mini has made is more significant than the Mistral mistake. In other words, the 4o Mini has actual hallucination here, while the Mistral-small 3.1 just got the page number wrong. There are other questions here, as you can see, that 4o Mini has made some more mistakes than Mistral-small 3.1. I'm going to leave the links to all of these evaluations in the description below so you can see for yourself all the mistakes that these models have made. So there you have it, folks. This is such an amazing time to be working on AI and large language models. Small open source models that you can run on your own hardware are beating proprietary models. And these models are getting smaller and faster and more accurate every day. So what has been your experience running these models? Have you been able to use them in your projects? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video.